Hey guys, what's up? It's Laura Ventura with Pawz and All, and here we have Miss Genie. I just mouthed that's my baby because she is. She's about, I would say, 6 months and a half here, and I'm gonna share with you guys her first haircut. I'm gonna be competing with her next week on Saturday at Fun in the Sun here in Orlando, Florida, and I'm really excited about that. Now, I'm gonna start off with her sanitary trim, and I'm gonna do that with a 15. I'm also going to do her paws, and I do that on a 40. This clipper is called the Wall Barbera. I literally use it for about every groom that I do, except the heavy duty ones that require just a more heavy duty blade. Now, I do want to say that this isn't her first time in the grooming van. I started her off with a good bath and also a sanitary trim and a paw trim, but I am so impressed on how she did for her first haircut. So I started her ears off with a 15 blade, and I'm doing this first because I just want to shave off all that I have to shave off, because then I'm going to do more detailed work by putting my 40 blade in reverse, and I'm doing this very gently and very light. Her ears are pretty thin, but I want to get them as clean as possible. My blade was getting a bit warm, and one of the things that I do is I put it in the AC vent so it could cool down. That is a little trick that I do. I am now shaving her face, and I'm going to do this with a 40 reverse, and I'm going to go to the corner of the eye and the corner of the mouth. I'm making sure that I'm holding her mouth closed so I do not get her lip or she suddenly puts her tongue out, because I am doing a 40 in reverse. Guys, I fell in love with this breed when I used to groom them over in Los Angeles, and I had a couple of them, but my favorite ones were Maud and Atticus, and I ended up getting Genie from the same breeder that the owner got Maud from, and Atticus. So I am so happy that I got her, because I really want to start competing seriously, and I want to learn about this breed more. It's very interesting to me. So some of the things that I want to tell you guys about this breed: Genie is a Bedlington Terrier. I know I put it on the screen in the beginning of the video, but I'm just going to talk about some of the characteristics. They have a lamb-like appearance, okay? They have like curly coat, but it's like fairy dust type of coat. It's very soft. Most people confuse them with poodles, and they were originally bred for hunting. Now, Genie bought my mom a rat and left it on her kitchen floor. They have a low shedding coat. She doesn't shed at all. They're also hyperallergenic, and Genie is very energetic and athletic, but she's very quiet and calm inside. They are known to be really, really good with kids. Apparently they're very good at swimming, which I haven't put that to the test yet, but I'm really wanting to before it gets any colder in Orlando, Florida. So back to the haircut. Those are just some fun facts about them. Right now, I'm just creating the lines for her haircut. The day will come where I do scissor her fully, but I wanted to go ahead and knock all that hair off, and I'm doing this with a 4 comb, and there is a 40 blade under that. Now, I'm gonna make sure that I get all that hair off before I start scissoring everything. Now, what you see me brush up is her roach, and I will start working on that later on, but I just want to make sure that I got everything I needed. Now, Bedlington Terriers, they do have a really high tuck up, so I'm going to create that illusion with my 40 blade. And I'm also going to make sure that she is tangle free, because I'm about to go in with the scissors. Now, the paws have a very triangular shape to them, so I'm not going to concentrate on making them perfectly round, but I am going to take more off of the edges just to make them a little bit more pointed. I'm creating the angulation on her back legs, and I'm making sure everything is nice and tight. The Bedlington legs do not have a big flare at the bottom or anything. And yeah, I just want to start making sure that her underline looks real tight, and I'm going to shortly start on her front legs. The trick to this little fairy dust hair is to brush up. So, okay, I shouldn't say brush up. It's like brush out and make sure that everything is pretty much sticking out evenly, all the hair sticking out evenly, and then go ahead and do an even cut down and make sure that you're hitting all angles on the legs, because there's about 4 angles on the legs: the back, the front, the sides. If you've watched some of my videos, I explain it like that because it's the easiest way to understand. It's also about looking at it from every angle and making sure that everything is even. Guys, also don't be scared to twist and turn your scissors. Sometimes it's easier to make a straight line when that curve is facing inward. Now I'm gonna go ahead and create and scissor that roach. Now the highest point of that roach should be aligned with the tuck up, and that is what I'm going to try to create. Now the hardest part about this is literally blending it and making sure that it's, flows smoothly with the full haircut and that you don't see any harsh lines within the roach or it blending to the body. Oh, next I am going to go ahead and start blending the neck. I'm going to do this with my straights. I'm going to link these shears below because these are the truth, man. When these things get sharpened, they are so powerful. Now, the neck for the longest time has been like my weak point because it's so, again, this hair is hard to work with, and then imagine trying to blend a neck and making sure it looks nice and just even all over. That's really hard. I'm also going to take these straights to go ahead and eliminate a lot of the hair on that face. It should be a lot tighter. You could do this with a comb attachment, but I'm just going to hand scissor this. Some people say that Bedlingtons are very alien looking because of the shape of the fur on their head. And this is to protect their face and to protect their eyes because they were rodent hunters. I think this is one of the most challenging parts because you have to make sure that you're connecting that head to that neck and then everything is connecting to the body. Those edges of those ears have to be really tight, so I'm going in with my straights and making sure that they are. I'm using my Chris Christensen chunkers, and I'm making sure that I'm blending any harsh lines, and this is also going to help me blend everything back to her neck and then also the neck to the body. They do get little rat tails. Now the top is left with a bit of fur and I'm just blending it with my chunkers. Genie is all done. I think she got an A+. She was so patient with me and she really followed my lead. She's such an easygoing girl. Here's her haircut. Now keep in mind, this is puppy Bedlington fur, so it is very hard to get even, and I think I did an okay job. I can't wait to compete with her. Now she is a little older now and her hair did mature a lot, so let's see how I do. Thank you guys. Love and light. Up and out. Laura Ventura.